Labor Day. Welcome to the Rebel Scum podcast coming from Echo Base. That's a joke about our terrible audio. You think we'd figure it out, seeing how we are an audio podcast.
See what I'm doing now? Not quite.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Not sorry.
I had to take
Well.
full responsibility for that fiasco last week. But
Yeah.
to kind of deter that, it was my computer was not playing along. It didn't record things properly.
And as you said to me, after you tested it out, it was fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I did a podcast with our friend Dave last night at midnight. It was late. It was very late.
Dave who?
Dave Edwards. Because he went to Evo.
Yeah.
Talked about fighting championship, and he was like, "This is gonna suck," and it worked completely fine. And I said to myself, "What a wonderful world." It was brutal, but the odds of us having better audio when you were in Florida.
Yeah, through the almost exact same situation.
Well, I didn't change any settings either.
No, that's funny.
That was what was weird.
It's Deus Ex Machina, Ghost in the Machine.
Bum, bum. But anyway, this is the first time I've seen you since Florida.
And look, those are the buttons that we were talking about earlier.
Do you miss the heat?
No. Like, it's nice being back here. Yesterday, I was having lunch with my girlfriend Reham, who I went to Florida with, and we were just like, it's hot. And we're like, it's not Florida. We were sitting outside on a patio. But there's more, James.
What?
I have another gift for you that I wanted to give you in person. Fresh. Well, I hope it's still fresh from Disney.
Oh, is it an apple?
Boom! Porg. Whoa, Porg. Rice Krispie Square.
That is
just another thing to be excited about.
That is
when you go yourself.
That is a lot of icing. Oh my! This is a thing.
Apparently, yeah. There's like on the main street. There's like a bakery sort of style thing, and that's like one of like 5 or 6 different things. So yeah. I seem to have lost the left side of the audio.
Best part is I have until the 27th of September.
So if you don't want to eat it, whatever I was like, I gotta get this for James.
Well, I found out last weekend I went to my cousin's kid's first birthday, and they had cake and everything. But for kids, they had a bowl of like gummy worms, gummy bears, Rice Krispie Squares, stuff like that.
Did they have an M&M platter?
No, I wish. But I found out that Rice Krispie Squares are my weakness.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. I was like,
I ate the entire bowl, basically.
Homemade?
Yeah.
Oh, the best.
Yeah. And there was a bowl, and I ate it. And the kids were like, "Can I have Rice Krispie?"
What do you mean by bowl? Like cut up pieces in a bowl?
Yeah. So it was like, let's say this is. It wasn't as delicious looking as this with the fork. Like I could basically be Chewbacca for Halloween with this.
That's actually like a really good idea.
That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, they were like cut up in things. So they were in a bowl, cut up, and I just I ate the crap out of those things.
Yeah.
To the point where the kids were like, "Can I have Rice Krispie Square?" I was like, "Oh God,
get out of my face!
Go have a Paw Patrol cupcake," because it was like it was a Paw Patrol birthday party. I've never seen Paw Patrol, but it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's a fire dog.
There's a police dog.
That's
the
main dog.
Worker dog.
I'm gonna say the police dog's name is Jake.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I've never watched it, so likelihood is if you was it the theme or you were actually watching Paw Patrol?
Did not watch Paw Patrol.
See, like I like that title because you're kind of like, are you saying Paw Patrol or Paw Patrol, where there's a father troll?
Oh, I would watch that. I thought it was Pup Patrol.
Pup Patrol.
I kept saying Pup Patrol, and then I got corrected by a lot of angry kids and an angry wife.
Angry wife, angry life.
Yeah, that's how it was. It was like, it's not Paw Patrol, it's Paw Patrol. And I was like, I don't know. My nephew was obsessed with it for about 3.5 months at one point. I think it hit as he was coming out of that.
He aged out, sort of.
Yeah, so it was like, but there was that time when he was like, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
And now, the 1-year-old is obsessed. A 1-year-old is obsessed with Paw Patrol. So I got him a dinosaur from Jurassic World.
Nice.
Yeah, it won't scare him. Anyway, thanks so much for this.
Yeah, you're
I'm
welcome.
debating eating it or not. Maybe
it's nice, eh? I don't know how good that frosting's gonna taste.
Oh, it'll be so bad.
Because
this will be delicious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is another thing. You guys are still going to Disneyland in October, right?
I'll be getting you one of these.
Yeah. Yo, this is just to like, the things you will see.
I have to look at the nutritional facts just because it's on the back, but it's per half a bar. They're like, you don't even want to know.
Yeah.
You don't even, do they even tell you? There's only 210 calories.
Look at the list of ingredients. Like, that's not good.
Well, marshmallow is the first one. Followed by, so that means there's more marshmallow.
But what's the ingredients in the marshmallow? You know what I mean?
Corn syrup, sugar, modified cornstarch, gelatin, and water. That's pretty healthy. And then
why is there so many words though? Is there more after the ingredients?
Oh yeah. And then there's white confectionery wafers, sugar, palm kernel, and palm oil, non-fat, dry milk, whole milk, soy, lectin. And then in the bracket, it's an emulsifier. And then vanilla, and then Rice Krispies, which is a trademark.
Well, I take it back. Those are all pretty natural ingredients. Kudos to Disney. It's still bad for you, but like at least it's not sorbitol and.
Oh no, it's got coconut oil.
Hexadecimal.
The hipsters will love it. It's got coconut oil.
Coconut.
We are so. But then it contains milk, soy, and tree nuts. But those are all in there. Allergy warning. Manufactured on. Shared equipment with egg. It's shared with egg, peanuts, wheat, and tree nuts.
I think we've stumbled upon a new podcast where we just read the ingredients.
I think when I do decide to eat this, which will be before September 27th, I should do it on the show.
Yeah.
I think that's.
You should do an Instagram story on the Rebel Scum podcast.
I'll do that, but I have to get my hands on a Chewbacca mask, the Chewbacca mom mask.
Oh my god!
And then I'll do it that way. That's how I do it. So I'm way too excited for Rice. But Rice Krispies are my weakness.
Yeah.
So that's how it is.
What's in the news today for Star Wars? Not Hollow news, but what are we talking about?
The best.
Where do you want to start?
I got shocked a couple days ago.
Yes.
So we got media accreditation for Fan Expo Canada. Are you gonna take any videos while you're there?
No, I took pictures.
Okay, we'll post a little video. We'll post a slideshow of your, because you're there and Rob McDonald.
Yeah.
You guys are chilling out at Fan Expo doing whatever.
The only Star Wars thing I did was buy like pins that were somehow Star Wars related. There was back to Disney. There was a Disney pin collector table, which is like the first time I've ever seen it. So I was like, ooh. I bought some of the cool Stormtrooper ones that you can get on mystery packs and all. And talking to that guy, he's like, I hate mystery packs. I'm like, yeah, because after the first bag, he's like, I might get repeats. And then I also got like in Artist Alley, there was like the what do they call it when they mix up two like things. So I got like Mario or Nintendo characters and Star Wars mixed together. So from a local guy, he made a Chewbacca Pikachu one that I bought at A&C Games on Spadina. So if you're in Toronto, check out that store. A&C Games, best game store in town.
Oh, wait. Jimmy's Games. I just opened it. That's number one. We have...
I'll go.
We have Boggle.
Oh, shoot. But then I got like Boba Fett as Bulbasaur, which he called Bulba Fett.
What?
Goomba Stormtrooper. Koopa Troopa X-Wing pilot, and
I was gonna say, did you get an X-Wing pilot?
Yeah, and what sold me on the whole thing, Diddy Kong Wicket Ewok.
No,
I'll show you later. I sent you a pic, but it was all of them together. So, but a lot of Star Wars stickers as well. So yeah,
Rob's sending me a lot of pictures for Fan Expo right now. We're gonna have to put together a slideshow. Oh, that's not it.
Yeah.
It's that focus.
Oh, that's why. Sorry, there's too many things.
Whoa, those actually look. Oh my god, that's the best one.
Yeah, and
wait, that one.
And that's just a regular Gonk Droid pin. Yeah, a Gonk Droid. It's like this big, and it's so subtle that I'm like, ooh, I could use that into my tie or something when I go to like a wedding. So anyways, but Fan Expo has been good so far. It's happening today, which is Saturday, and tomorrow, Sunday. I probably will for sure go tomorrow. Today, I'm like, I might need a break, because it's, you've been to Star Wars Celebration, and you've been to Fan Expo. You understand there's like, wow, there's
last year I went to both. My very first time going to any sort of convention of any kind, aside from whatever they have, the Canadian National Exhibition.
Yeah. It's kind of similar, but
but not really. So that was my first time doing anything in Star Wars Celebration, which our friend Sheldon Norton last week apologized to me for.
Why?
He was like, "Oh, that had to be the first one you went to." because it was like the worst like organized. He's like they've been so much better. He's like hopefully the next one's better. He's actually considering never going again, like not going anymore if next year's isn't improved. But he's been going since like day one, I think.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Did he go to like overseas to those?
I don't know. He didn't go overseas, so he didn't go to like those. He hasn't gone to all.
But
he's
gone to a lot.
Yeah, and he used to get media accreditation for Star Wars Celebration. It used to be very simple to get. Apparently, he shot a lot of videos there. Like it's not like he just did it to go.
He actually did real things.
He actually has stuff to do there.
Yeah.
Check out his documentary "When the Galaxy Listens." Down. I don't know where it is, but you check it out. Yeah, so that was my first time, and then Fan Expo was just. I was telling him. I saw him last weekend, so I said I just was blown away by how much more organized Fan Expo was.
Yeah.
And today he has a picture of Fan Expo, and he goes, "Wow, this is so organized compared to Star Wars Celebration."
Yeah,
it's just unbelievable.
It's just well done. Like, so kudos to Informa that owns Fan Expo, a small little convention in Toronto that has now expanded to like Boston.
Boston
Texas,
just had
I think,
Fan
or
Expo
Dallas
2 weekends ago.
Yeah, they used to be Boston Comic Con, and Informa bought it, and now it's Boston Fan Expo, which is a good move because, as you sent me an article earlier this week, San Diego now owns the rights to Comic Con.
Oh my god, that was weird.
Now, I was thinking about it. I didn't read the full article. I just read the initial, like, oh, they now own it. You can't have a new convention.
You have to read the first paragraph.
I think I did.
Did you? Because the first paragraph says, so if you were looking forward to going to Comic-Con in Coburg, Ontario.
Yeah. I was reading this. I'm like, is this Canadian?
I know, it was Hollywood Reporter. It's like Coburg.
Yeah, for non-Canadian or non-Ontario listeners.
Even Ontario
Coburg
listeners.
is a small town on Lake Ontario on your ways to Ottawa.
I'm going there later tonight.
Oh, it's good times. Their beaches are nice.
Yeah, I'm actually really going there. I went to the Canadian Tire twice 2 weeks ago.
Nice. So, yeah, where were we talking about?
Fan Expo, Comic-Con.
And
I think it's okay that they're not allowed to say Comic-Con. This is why. When people say I'm going to Comic-Con, it's San Diego.
And I'm curious because, you know, big companies are slowly buying up all these conventions, which is great because it means expansion. So Informa owns a whole bunch of things here. I don't know if they're Canadian, but like they bought Fan Expo from the original company, and then ReedPop is like probably the biggest because it owns Celebration, New York Comic Con. Does it own San Diego or not?
Seattle.
Seattle, but like it's like a lot of the big ones. C2E2, I believe. I don't know if they have. If they're like they're the PR marketing sort of company that like sort of controls.
I don't think they have San Diego.
Anyways,
San Diego.
I thought of that when this came up. It was like, oh, now it's like because it's how these big players are coming onto the table that they're like, oh, we're like it's not San Diego trying to be jerks. It's just like no, we are holding sway on things.
Which is like I said, when people say I'm going to Comic-Con, if you're going to Coburg Comic Con, that's not really that is a convention for God, that's fine. Also, none of them are even comic cons anymore. They're like they're fan expos for real. Like
it's always been a like Comic Cons or the comics are the base, but like sci-fi, anime, horror, like they've always been a big part of it. Like the different sections of it. Yeah,
so you could come up with different names. Coburg.
I would argue that in that same reasoning, San Diego Comic Con can't really be considered just a Comic Con.
Oh no. But I mean, that's just the name.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
The name
so cool, whatever. No one's stopping. It's just stopping the marketing companies.
Can you call it the comic convention?
Yeah, I would think so. That's got to be a loophole.
The comic convention of sorts.
I'm going to a convention. You can't own that. It's too generic of a term.
The convention.
I mean, to my knowledge, at least.
You're not a lawyer.
Yeah, I am not a lawyer.
No, am I? I was in San Diego 9 years ago.
Right.
I mean, I've been there recently, but 9 years ago, and I was there the last day of Comic-Con because we were supposed to go that weekend, not for Comic-Con.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go, and the hotel prices were like disgusting. So we had to go the Sunday.
Yeah.
So we checked on the Sunday, and the prices dropped like by half. Like it was like insane how much they dropped.
Yeah.
But I went to the convention center just to see what was up. We're like, we gotta go check this.
Yeah, of course.
So we went there because check-in was whatever. We got there early, so we go there. It's insane. This is 9 years ago.
Yeah.
It was insane. Insane. I didn't know much about anything back then, but people were coming out with like Goonies bags
Yeah.
And I was like, Goonies bags? What magical realm are you coming from? I was really like intrigued. People were dressed up because there's a like this shuttle. If you live in San Diego, I don't know what it's called. It's cool. It's like a subway.
Okay.
But it's futuristic.
Like a monorail
sort
of
thing? It's a monorail.
thing?
It's not that cool then. But it's like a monorail and it comes up and just like everyone was there waiting. And you're just surrounded by everybody was so happy to be alive in that moment. And it was kind of reminded me of last year remember when I got lost last year trying to find where the hell to get our media badges for Fan
Oh,
Expo?
yeah.
But I was surrounded by everybody who was the happiest they had ever
Yeah,
been
that's
in
the thing.
365 days. Like, I got off the train with Deadpool and Wonder Woman, I think,
Yeah.
and they're like, let's go! And I was like, I'm following you guys, because there's nowhere else you're going anymore.
It's funny hearing people like, oh, it must be Fan Expo. I see weirdos on the street. But, like, how is that any different from, like, walking down the street when there's a Jays game about to start and everyone's wearing Blue Jays gears?
Or
like
even
this hat.
Even the Toronto Argonauts Canadian Football League
Oh, yeah,
team,
yeah.
who have, like, 14 fans. Even when there's a game going on in the subway, all I hear is "Arg," and they're like,
Oh yeah, or TFC, TFC Toronto Football Club. God, they shut down Liberty Village, which is right near.
My parents sent me a picture of the line outside Fan Expo, and they said, "Is Brock in that?"
No, I would refuse to stand in that line.
Oh, we did that for Celebration.
Yeah, and I was upset the entire time. Don't you remember? Look at that jawline you have.
Yeah.
Anyways, so going
me.
back to Fan Expo and Star Wars things.
Ray Park.
Like a day or two before
Yeah.
it opened on the Thursday, every Star Wars person backed out outside of like, Charles Soule, who's a writer for a lot of Star Wars stuff in the comics. He's just gonna be there anyways. But yeah, all Star Wars actors basically pulled out.
But Lando, we knew. Billy D. Williams, we kind of knew.
we weren't surprised on that.
Chewie, Jonas, we knew.
No, it was supposed to be Peter Mayhew. He did.
Oh, he backed out?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So.
But also the one that really intrigues me for no reason, because I'm not going to say anything real, but is Ray Park.
Ray Park. So what is he doing?
Boba Fett. Wait, no.
He should just be Boba Fett.
He should be everybody. Although, have you seen Sidebar? Daisy really stunt double with the staff?
No, is there like a video or something?
Yeah, I'm going to show you while you talk.
So yeah, Ray Park backed out. So we're like, oh, does this mean he's in a movie of any sort?
He's in episode 9.
Episode 9. Episode 9, I don't know. I mean, our top 5 is going to be about this. Because that's what they're shooting right now. So obviously episode 9. But how do you put Darth Maul into episode 9? I don't know.
Well, he's like double dead.
We're based on what we've been seeing with like Billy D. Williams and Juna Satamo, like they're shooting. Oh my god, is that actually Daisy Ridley?
No, it's a stunt double.
Wow, she looks so much like Daisy Ridley.
Yeah. So I hope that she gets. I don't know if you guys. Sorry to cut you off. Anyway, I hope she gets the lightsaber battle.
Oh yeah, do it. Do it. Like it needs to happen. So yeah. So now we're like, oh, they're shooting. They have to go shoot more scenes for episode 9. So is that what Ray Park's doing?
Would you be okay with Maul showing up in?
No, because I wouldn't mind, but I don't want it to happen. And I'm going to say this about other things we're going to say. There's getting too many people introduced into this movie where it's just like, I'm not saying you can't put new characters into the final movie in a trilogy, but in the course of this one, it's like we haven't really fully developed our characters. So
no, I think Poe has got the most.
Yeah.
The biggest like story development of all of them, because Rey is still this anyway.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it's just like, can't we just focus on like the 4 new characters you created that are interesting, and that's it. And then Rose as well, like 5. So like just put them in. Like
wait, who's the 4th?
Kylo, Poe, Finn, and Rey.
I forgot about Kylo because he feels like an old school. Because he's the bad guy. He doesn't really fit in.
Yeah, that's true. I should have.
But you're right. Kylo's got. Kylo's been fleshed out quite a bit as well, actually.
True, but you know what I mean. Like it's like you don't need any more. It just as I won't jump stories, but I might as well. Matt Smith has been announced to be in a pivotal role in episode 9. Matt Smith from Doctor Who and The Crown. Both my favorite things. No,
I have never seen an episode or movie of either one of those.
Like Doctor Who is huge undertaking. It's like trying to get into Naruto comics, like from manga, where there's like 9,000 chapters or something like that. I don't know what that is. Some of our fans will understand, and my geek prestige goes up. Anyways, but yeah, that's cool. But that's the thing. Now we Kerry Russell was announced first. You know, we got Dominic Monaghan, Richard E. Grant, Naomi Aker. I finally remember her name. Now Matt Smith, and is that it? Like, that's 5, like, well, I don't know Naomi Aker, but like, that's 5 new characters, and a lot of them are pretty big actors, I guess.
But the only one they've said has a key role is Matt Smith. Yeah,
so that's interesting. And of course, minutes after that was announced, somebody just put blue Thrawn color on his face.
I'm calling it right now. No Thrawn in episode 9. Let's just stop talking about Thrawn in episode 9.
Yeah.
But do you think Thrawn is going to be in episode 9?
Oh my god. No. I said this before. I wouldn't hate it, but it's just sort of like,
it's either Thrawn or Rey's mom. It's like one or the other. Rey's father's never cool. I think I'm kind of hoping Matt Smith plays like a Knight of Ren.
Oh, I was going to say like maybe he is Thrawn's father or Rey's father.
Yeah.
Like a pivotal role. Like what other pivotal thing that could there be? Or I don't know.
Yeah, I just hope that the Knights of Ren get played somehow.
Yeah, I you know what? Some people have talked about like a young Palpatine sort of thing. What if Matt Smith was young Palpatine and you see it in a flashback or something? That would be kind of fun. It would be like, what?
Well, but JJ did say that this is going to connect all 9 movies. So I'm totally down. Like, I'm down with that. I'm down with Knight of Ren. I'm down with Snoke's other apprentice, because we know through the visual dictionary that Snoke had at least one other apprentice. I'm fine with him being Rey's father, mother, boyfriend, girlfriend, Ewok. I mean, an Ewok would be great.
Yeah. I mean, you got to remember, too, like, a lot of times these movies, people just appear for a second in it. I'm not saying Matt Smith has been announced a pivotal character, but maybe that's what Richard E. Grant's going to be, where it's like, oh, that's that guy.
Like Lord Santeca.
Exactly.
I'm the second Lord Santeca.
So, yeah, like, and there's...
Lord Second-Teca.
There's a million, like, not a million. There's a whole bunch of people in these movies that just sort of pop up and like, oh, that's that person. And that's it. They're just in it because everybody wants to be in Star Wars. Because
Snap's back.
Yeah, Snap. There we go.
That's how he got his name, Snap.
But isn't that crazy? Like, I'd rather spend more time with Snap than a new character. Because why? I know things about Snap.
I think that was Snap not being episode 8, The Last Jedi, was weird.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to explain it in Poe Dameron's comic.
I don't want it explained. Just pretend that he's there in the background.
Yeah, just have him walk through. Why not?
Yeah, I don't need him to do anything, but he's alive. So just show, like, just have his
yeah, like it's
just have him be like, hey, Poe.
I know, like, they kill off a lot of people, but like, just have him in the background shooting. They did it with Wedge Antilles. He barely has a lot of lines. He just occasionally pops
just there.
in.
Yeah,
he's
like
just there.
I feel like Snap.
Yeah,
I want a Snap pin, Disney. I like his little eyes.
But anyways, yeah. So that's pretty good. I hope this is the end of actor announcements, because it's just like, because here's the thing. Look at what has been in the past, like especially in Marvel movies. Matt Damon is just popping up in random movies all the time. Like, he's in Ragnarok, right? And then he's also in Deadpool, right? Doesn't he pretend to be like a hillbilly?
He's in Deadpool?
It doesn't, like, Cable... What's the movie that Cable shows up... Okay. What's the movie where someone... Yeah, no, it's Cable. He comes from the future and he hands up with these 2 rednecks in a truck. One is Matt Damon and one is the dude that played K2SO.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember Brad Pitt.
And then Brad Pitt, of course, is in Deadpool as well. Like, why? And it's not the first time it's been happening. It's like, why can't they just don't announce these people anymore? Yeah. If they're in it for like 2 seconds, or if they're in it for like a large role, just don't announce and be like, wow.
Well, I'm surprised these things are getting announced, and I'm surprised that we're seeing leaked set photos, because you're not allowed to have a cell phone with a camera on set. Mm-hmm. So someone's got a telephoto lens. It's like, oh, look at that! I see Boyega. He's wearing a vest. Like,
yeah, like, that's true. Like you saw those pictures of Poe and Finn on the side of a hill or something.
Someone's got a lens this long in like a bush.
Yeah, it's pretty good quality. You can see their faces. Like,
well, it's 2018. They probably paid like $2,000 for a camera, 14,000 for a lens. And they're like, I'm gonna be famous, and then TMZ steals it.
TMZ, that's a Canadian version of TMZ. TMZ. But yeah, like I'm still holding to the conspiracy theory that like all these leaked things are intentionally leaked and they whatever. So yeah,
this uses margarine.
Ooh, that's like plastic.
You're not a margarine guy?
I grew up with margarine, but I've learned that you probably shouldn't eat margarine. I prefer butter.
I don't eat either.
I don't eat. Actually, that's true. I don't really eat either because I grew up with my grandmother living with us, and she couldn't eat a lot of salt. So like we had crackers without salt on them. That was the thing when I moved out and became an adult. I was like, saltines, baby. Give me
my grandmother on my mother's side was the complete opposite. It was like you would have like whatever and then butter.
Yeah. Which is funny because growing up in a Dutch family, like we put butter on it. Actually, we would put my mother on my mother's side as well. She would give me toast with margarine and then jam on top. It's like an English thing, I think.
Yeah, it is because they still do it, and I don't get like if I'm having Nutella.
Yeah.
Like unless it's peanut butter, I don't want you to add anything. So I haven't been able to eat butter since I was like 8 because everything I had would have that much butter, and then like the Nutella. I'm like, but I just want Nutella on a like.
It is good, and when you go to a restaurant, you get rolls and those little balls of butter. It's like it's a nice, fun like treat. But anyway,
I put them in my knife and I flick them. I've never done that. But I don't like it. I don't like it when they put butter on my pancakes at Denny's. I haven't been there in years.
Yeah, it's not something I need. If it's there, I'll eat it. But
just ask me first.
Yeah, it's covered in sugar for crying out loud.
Then you put like the mountain of syrup. See Andrew's post because Andrew was in the United States of America when you were, and Aaron was also there.
Yeah,
and he was like, "I have to stop everywhere Americana," and he went to like an IHOP.
Which you could have in Niagara Falls, Canada.
Yeah, but I think it's way cheaper in Ohio.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So I'd
rather go to Waffle House.
I've heard that's something. That's 24/7, 365, from what I know.
Yeah.
Have you been to a Waffle House?
No, I want to go at some point. Our American listeners like, why?
we have all this. Anyway. But you know what's cool is Rob at Fan Expo got something just to make everybody in America jealous. It is Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us as Iron Man.
Yes,
we still have Toys R Us in Canada.
Yeah, that's a big. So Funko. Fun thing about Fan Expo this year, and that's why I'm like very proud of how they've grown. Is that Funko actually showed up. We've had Funko exclusives in the past, but they have we've not this many, and they're all Canadian themed to some version. Yeah, I saw that. And one of the big ones is this Jeffrey the giraffe in an Iron Man suit, and then there's also a 4-bit or 6-bit or 8-bit Mega Man. He glows in the dark. There's Marty McFly with the Johnny Be Good.
Rob got that.
And Dudley Do Right. And there's also a 3-pack of Rush. So it was fun because you actually walked by the you know how they always put a statue outside. It was 11 with in Stranger Things.
What? That's awesome.
With the waffle and the little bloody nose. So thank you, Funko, for coming. It seemed organized too. So I might try to go and get the Jeffrey, but maybe I'm getting older. I'm not overly excited about what they were giving out. Haven't bought one Funko Pop this year.
The Mega Man one intrigues me. I don't know if I would get it.
I like it, but it just looks clunky. And then I also look at how many you can never see it. But
I love the Venom one.
Yeah, I just got that one.
Have you heard the new Eminem Venom song?
No, no, I don't think so. Today in tangents.
No, he dropped an album, surprise album yesterday.
Oh, sweet.
And the last track is, I think it's called Venom, and then in brackets, motion picture.
Nice.
So yeah,
I'm excited for that movie actually.
I think it's gonna be good compared to all the Netflix originals I just watched.
Sweet. Back to the topic of leaks. Mike Zero, a Star Wars podcaster or YouTuber has seemed to have set up the ire of a lot of people. I haven't read the full story on this. Is there more to it than just the fact that Lucasfilm knows who he is?
So basically what happened was there was that rumor that Rian Johnson's trilogy was canned, if you remember. There's Rian Johnson's trilogy has been canceled. Everyone was talking about it. And then so somebody approached Sir Rian Johnson on the twits and they said, hey, Rian Johnson, are you still working on your Star Wars trilogy? And he said, yes.
Yeah.
And then you'd think that would be the end of it. But actually the person who messaged or tweeted at him then responded to that tweet saying, okay, this is just like garbage Mike Zero saying or something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. And then that's when I'll read what he said. Then Rian Johnson responded with my favorite tweet ever. If I still have it, I might deleted it. Here it is. Oh, that was Zero? And he goes, when we were in production, we had a guy keeping an eye on online rumors. At some point, we started using zero as a verb. Like, throws trash at basket, but it slips out of your hand and falls behind you. Zeroed it! Which is kind of funny. Kind of mean as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But whatever. I don't know how, like, maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. I don't know. I like to believe I think Rian Johnson is a person that does pay attention to a lot of things. I like that tweet. It's mean-spirited, but I like the fact that they're saying Lucasfilm is paying attention to the fans. They're not going to do what you want them. They're not going to make the movie everybody wants. They're going to make the movie they want, but they're paying attention. And maybe they get good ideas from people's theories. I don't know. But I like it. I like it's not people who say, oh, this new regime of Star Wars, like, oh, it's just a business. Like, no. People they care. So
I think
suck it, Mike Zero.
I think when it comes to Zero though, is he posts a lot of content. There's a lot of content.
Yeah,
he does a lot every day. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he's Uncle Scrooging in a pile of money or something. But like his videos, he's got some fun theories that you put on and you watch, and they're fun. And I think what Rian Johnson is really saying here is because they were looking at spoilers. And Mike Zero would claim it to be spoilers. And they were never spoilers. Like, he doesn't have a friend on the set like he says. Yeah. He's always like, I have a friend on the set. Really, he's got a link to a Reddit article that he probably read. And no offense to Mike Zero, because he's working hard and he's doing way better than we are. But, so, like, I think that's just what Rian Johnson's saying is, Zero was kind of doing, not to use the same example he's saying, but he's just throwing things.
Yeah.
And hoping that, like, Zero had some that I really liked, like the idea of Kylo Ren going to Mustafar in Vader's castle. His friend from the set told him that. Never happened. Never amounted to anything.
No.
That's how I felt though. I was just whatever.
And you know what? I look at it as a way of being positive that like we are a community that we pay attention to each other. So
how would you feel if it was the same tweet, but he was like, he sminked it?
Oh, I'd be like, so people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. That'd be awesome.
He got back to me about porgs. So.
Yeah. I don't want to be famous. I want to be infamous. So it's cool. I don't know. Rian Johnson's going nowhere. Just let it go.
In his career, he's going nowhere. All right, you have some odds for us. Let's do it.
Never tell me the odds. James, I have written the odds this week. Are you ready?
Nope.
You have not heard these.
I haven't.
Tell me the odds
take a selfie.
that we will see Crimson Dawn again in a film. Any film. Any Star Wars film.
Can it be Netflix show? Netflix movie?
Yes.
Is that a bad picture?
No, that looks good.
That's me answering your question.
What are the odds we will see Crimson Dawn again? In a film? Netflix or major motion.
100% Netflix film.
I agree. Like, it's very exciting. I think it's the reason why they should make another Han Solo film. But if they don't, like, definitely Boba Fett or Obi-Wan, something. Or, just bring him back. Put him in episode 9.
I did a podcast with Josh from the Den of Nerds. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Solo's way better than Avengers Infinity War. I triggered him because he hates Solo. So I said that just to piss him off.
Oh, yeah.
And it worked, and I'm just trying to tell everybody that Solo's a great movie. You don't have to compare it to Infinity War. That's the big thing we should all point out here. Don't compare it to Infinity War or to Deadpool 2 or to Solo 1 or Rogue One. Or
let it be a movie.
Yeah, man. Just have fun. It's out there. It exists. Let it exist. Be happy with it.
My odds are also 100%.
But it is better It is better
than Infinity War?
than Infinity War 2.
Avengers 4?
No.
What are the odds that there will be more high-profile actors for Episode 9? I already kind of said my opinion on this, but do you think they'll announce any more known actors, I guess is the best way to say it?
I have to full Brock this one.
50-50.
I don't think so, but then I always have this feeling that there might be like that one prestigious actor to come in at the 0 hour and be like, I'm going to give a monologue because Leia can't give like a big speech. Let's say I'm just spitballing. Yeah. And they're like, Leia needed a speech, but we can't do it. Let's get this prestigious actress to come in here and read
Mon
these
Mothma's
lines.
uncle, Khan Kothma.
Do you think Mon Mothma, they'll be like, she's alive?
Oh, they should put it because
why not?
Technically she's not dead. She's just retired. So.
She's like nothing at this point. We haven't got nothing. She's always injured and like sick.
Do it.
I'm sure she won't cost you anything.
That's actually a perfect example of where they could go with these new characters, where it's like maybe Mon Mothma shows up, but maybe it's a new part of the Resistance, or not a new, part of the Resistance we never seen that she's part of, because we know she retires when the New Republic is founded in Bloodline, yeah, and then nothing else is mentioned of her. So like it would be, or I guess she's mentioned a little bit in the Last Jedi novelization. Doesn't like Leia say like, oh, I wish she was here. No, that's Bloodline.
No, yeah, Bloodline.
But anyways,
I get them all confused now.
So they could do something like that. Maybe Mon Mothma's there, maybe not. Who cares? But that's where these characters. That would be interesting. Like Richard E. Grant as like this like tactician or something like that. Anyways, for me, I'm gonna go. I want it to be 15% because like I don't announce any. We don't need any more people. Just enough.
I hope we get 13 more.
And the final odd is, what are the odds that a Star Wars comic will be made into a movie? Just because they've been so good. Darth Vader right now is really, really good. There's been a lot of talk of like Dathomir and Naboo, because I guess the Emperor gives Vader a Naboo starship, and then and he's like, you could have Naboo if you want, and he's like, no, I want Dathomir. So it's like they're really integrating a lot of movie things into the comics, and they're good. Do you think they'll ever make a movie? And I will put the Netflix part 0,
because I think they're gonna tell their stories in comics. They're gonna tell separate things on film and TV.
I don't know, man.
You don't have to know. That's the point of this. That is the point.
It's gonna be 50-50 for me because it's like this is so good.
The problem is they'll make something different and be like, well, what's real, the movie or the comic? And they're like, well, go with the movie, and you're like.
But they could just do what like Marvel and DC do, and like they're like, well, we did Killing Joke, but here's a little bit extra. So they
could, but the problem is Lucasfilm has already said, and Disney's already said that everything is canon, which was the dumbest comment they could have made.
This has been Never Tell Me the Odds.
But hopefully one day they can, whatever. Yeah. Like that Naboo stuff is awesome to me. I think the Vader comic is great.
Yeah.
Do you have news?
I have news. Are you ready for the Hollow News? Hollow News. So, it was a big announcement. Well, not big announcement. But apparently, Star Wars Episode 9 is going to have a lot of competition in the box office when they are going to be released December 20th, 2019. It will release the same day as the Taylor Swift driven Cats. She's the main role, or one of the main roles.
I don't know.
And also the film version of Wicked.
No,
story.
That moved.
Did that move?
That moved.
And then, of course, this whole story is kind of pointless because it's a year away, and they'll probably move a lot of things.
So we get to use Taylor Swift and Cats in our tags.
But there's a lot of talk of like Star Wars is probably gonna have a lot of competition because people don't. It's oversaturated, and people are starting to not wanting to see these movies. So they'll go toe to toe with those two movies, or just that one movie. And then a week prior to that, they will be releasing Jumanji 3 and Death on the Nile, which is the sequel to Death on the Orient Express. Which, those movies, I don't know, but they did well in the box office. And you got to remember, like, not everyone wants to see all these movies like we do. So they'll see one movie at Christmas time.
I just don't understand why everything has to come out at the same time. Like Black Panther and Deadpool have shown that movies can come out at dumbass times of the year now
and do well.
Yeah. So just stop it. I don't want all the movies the same day. Stop it.
But so and then also prior, and that's the weekend before, and then the November films to hit are probably gonna. Well, they are Wonder Woman 1984, and Frozen 2. So at some point, people won't want to see every movie, so that might be a huge effect. But we will see. Star Wars has moved their dates a lot, and it's also very odd to sort of talk about this a year in advance.
I'm so sick of Star Wars.
Oh, that's going to be awkward for the rest of our podcast. Next story. They announced that there will be a new bar in Galaxy's Edge called... Where is it?
Drink 'em up, Joe.
Oh, I did not put it in. It's a cantina, like Mos Eisley's Cantina. Run by a character called Olga Gara. The cantina will serve pilots, bounty hunters, smugglers, locals, and galactic travelers alike. So the big part of the story was like, oh, there's going to be booze at Disneyland, which I was like, they said Disneyland over and over again, not Disney World or Disney Parks. So I don't know if the California theme park doesn't have a lot of booze, but I was just there and I felt like there was a fair amount of alcohol everywhere. So hooray! That's fun. Just another addition to the, news about that park. And our final story...
Olga's Cantina.
Olga's, which makes sense because the character's name is Olga. Sorry about that. And our last story, just smattering of episode 9 casting stuff. Dominic Monaghan has begun filming. Announcing it on his Twitter or Instagram.
I thought you were gonna say he dropped out like Alec Baldwin.
Heading with a picture of a Darth Vader mug saying, "Heading to work, correction, the best job ever." And on this, I tagged that apparently Dave Bautista of wrestling and Guardians of the Galaxy fame has mentioned in a recent interview or convention or wherever he was that he has auditioned twice for Star Wars and been rejected twice. Saying, I've actually auditioned for a couple of Star Wars movies, and they turned me down. It was also a dream. It was always a dream of mine to be a Star Wars fan. But then he goes on to say, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of the latest installments. I particularly loved Rogue One. I thought it was a real great film, and I love that went a little bit dark with it. I thought it was really interesting. And I'm like, Dave Bautista, you didn't get it. You don't have to be that. I mean, you can feel whatever you want to feel. Please, Dave Bautista, do not come after me.
Yeah, he could probably rip your head off with like half of a finger.
But you're in a movie that's basically Star Wars. So,
but for how
to
much longer?
To be determined. Though apparently he is possibly in the running to be in the Gears of War movie, which will be sci-fi based as well. So that'd be fun. He looks like a Gears of War character. So
I just got Destiny 2.
Ooh,
it's free on the PlayStation until Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, so I downloaded it while it was free. It was like I needed 30 gigs free space, so I did delete some stuff. And then downloading it, it was like 54 gigs. I was like, what?
I played the first one. I like the marketing for the second one, but I don't do a ton of shooters. But it looks awesome. Like the storyline in that one. It
was very dark. I don't know. I'm only on I played it for like 10 minutes this morning, so there was a lot of fire and things I had to shoot.
Yeah.
I have no aim. I was like, is this Mario? Where's Mario? Is Sonic in this one?
But very sci-fi, very spaceship stuff.
Yeah, the music while I was downloading for 3 hours yesterday, it was really cool music.
Yeah, yeah. This has been Hollow News. What's next, James? Top 5?
Are we doing top 5 today?
Let's do it.
All right, top 5.
I'm ready.
Then we gotta go.
Go what?
We're going to a wedding.
A wedding?
What day for a... What? Anyway.
Anyways, there's...
Top 5.
Someone made a Padme wedding dress.
Oh my God.
And it's like, it looks pretty accurate. Anyways, top 5. Top 5 ways we could see Darth Maul returning in episode 9.
What?
Now, I don't agree with this, but whatever.
This is the dumbest top 5 ever. He will not be returning in episode 9, but for the sakes of... Anyway, guys, write down in the comments.
Yeah.
Below.
How do you see... Like,
how would you...
We love theories.
Robot chest.
Robot chest.
Because he got slashed.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, spoiler alert, he dies in Rebels Season 3.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi slices him down, and then he goes, "Is the boy the chosen one?" And Obi-Wan says, "He is." That actually sounds more like the Ghost of Christmas Present from the Alistair Sims Christmas Carol.
It sounds like old, what's his face from Phantom Menace? The Todarian.
Oh, Watto?
Watto.
Yeah, I only got one voice. Anyway, so robot chest.
I put evil Sith ghost. Most of mine are just like some random
I'm gonna
way
go
of
with
getting-
Evil Sith Ghost number 4.
My number 4 is Sith Holocron. There's a theme in a lot of my
That's
stuff.
actually pretty. I'm gonna go. That was my number 3 too. I really like your ideas. I'm just gonna go with yours.
Okay. Number 3 is a flashback of some sort. I don't know how, but somehow there's a flashback.
I'm gonna have that on mine, but that's probably like number 1.
Yeah.
I'll explain more. My number 2 is Clone Maul. He was cloned.
My number 2 is somehow we meet up with Crimson Dawn and somehow he gets mentioned.
Flashback, young Palpatine, young Darth Maul. Let's do this!
My number 1 is he didn't die, which is basically here.
Do you think there's any part at Lucasfilm where they're like, well, we mucked up Maul by killing him off in Rebels?
Yeah.
Because his comeback in Solo, yeah, it's not Vader in the hallway scene, but...
No, it's still cool.
Now, potentially it could have been had he done something amazing in that scene. Like,
Yeah.
But it's still pretty awesome
Yeah.
that he showed up and they're like, what? And now you get like 9 years worth of stories in there if you want with him. But do you think there's a part of Lucasfilm that's like, we shouldn't have killed him off?
I don't know. No, I think they should stand by one because I think what they did was interesting.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I love Darth Maul.
Yeah, I guess honorable mention, there's clones of him.
107 weeks of the
Wow.
Rebel Scum podcast. Thank you so much, Brock. Thank you guys all so much for watching this every week, for being supportive, for bitching at us when the audio sucks. It is what it is. I'm trying my best. What can I do? I'm a Jays fan. I should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah. Speaking of the Jays, if you are a local Toronto person or live in Ontario or can get to Toronto, Saturday, September 8th, I believe. The next homestand, which is next week. Star Wars Day. First 20,000 fans get their R2D2. That's right.
I'm working that day, so I cannot make it.
Yeah, I'll try to get you one.
Yeah, and then we could wear it on the show every day. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Let us know your top 5 in the comments below. Let us know your never tell me the odds. And Patreon people, thank you for getting back to me. We are setting those things up now.
Yeah.
And until next time, Brock, you were always scum.
Darth Maul Scum.
Ba-da-da!
Hey scumbags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.